Now, how do you activate this midbrain? How do we bring in this infrared light? It's a simple technique, just as we said, that when you just focus on anything, that will come alive. We are not focusing attention on the midbrain at all. The midbrain has been dormant. That's one thing. Now, because of the development of the neocortex over this period, science and technology, flourished, still flourishing, still our mainline tool for learning is through the left brain and the right brain, but never through the midbrain. We call it like the primitive brain or the reptilian brain, but never understood that this brain can really help us to manifest, help us to do miracles in life, can realize our thoughts instantaneously. So how do we activate it? Just by receiving this information, and then close your eyes. Just focus attention on this midbrain area. And then there is a way to do that. Again, this is a 1-year program. I'm just giving you a very, as I said, a bird's eye view. And I wanted to structure this session self-contained, out of my love for the human race, of my own fellow brothers and sisters, that this is the real education, to do away with the ignorance on the one hand, to awaken the wisdom on the other hand. This is a self-contained session, although it's about a 45-minute session already. And this is the gift. This is my obligation, a divine obligation. It's God speaking through me. Here is one way by which a poor person can live like a God. Regardless whether he has education or not, it doesn't really matter. The midbrain, the eyes, after purification, can go into the midbrain and activate that, and that completes this program. Now put your attention on the midbrain, and there's a way to do it. I said that way is just look at your spinal column. And visualize a light. This is a modified version of a teaching that I gave to Wayne Dyer many years ago. The teaching, that time I gave him the sound ah, that arises from the bottom of the spine. You don't have to do that, that's a different technique, but similar. Visualize a white light as bright as the sun, starting from this bottom of the spine, the coccygeal, and moving up, moving to the navel chakra, moving to the heart chakra, moving to the throat chakra, moving into the third eye chakra in the brain, and then it occupies the whole midbrain. The whole midbrain is lighted up as bright as the sun. As bright as the sun. Just include the pituitary in that, the pineal in that. In the focus of the light. The frontal lobe is threatened by the midbrain because the frontal lobe is a freaky organ. It freaks you out in fear and limitation. The midbrain is delimits you. It's joy, it's miracle, thought manifestation. And it goes and strikes the skull, gets out of the brain and strikes the skull, and it gets out of the skull and goes into the infinite sky, goes up and up and up, and as you go up and up and up, intelligence increases because there is a relationship between the infinite sky, the Akash, and the midbrain. I'll teach you more when you are in the program. I'll give you a mantra that will take it will take at least an hour or two to give you that. To activate the entire midbrain and then see layers of how you transcend your reasoning power and then your negativity, and then go into the psychic brain, and then understanding the infrared, understanding the pituitary, and understanding the pineal. But for now, for your purpose, you don't have to complicate it. This is good enough. This is more than enough. This information is not available anywhere. Because it activates several centers of higher states of consciousness or miraculous consciousness within the midbrain area. You don't have to know what they are and what they would do. You don't have to. You just put your attention. From the bottom of the spine, the light comes, piercing through the chakras. It's going into the brain and getting out of the brain and into the sky. What will it give you? It will again novize your mind, novization of the mind. And the pineal that will secrete an elixir similar to the dimethyltryptamine, but not exactly the dimethyltryptamine, but it is included in it and it is also inside of it, will rejuvenate the body, rejuvenate the mind. And I will send separate sessions on all these things in the 1-year program, because the whole idea is how to understand your brain, understand how it can hold wisdom as against rational intelligence that you acquire spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in schools and colleges and still not getting a job. Focus attention on this and go into the sky. The more up and up you go in the sky, the more higher will be the activation. That's the secret again. The more higher you go, the more you will activate the midbrain.